Surprise, bitch!
Hi!
Thought you'd seen The Last of Us.
I think.
Oh, hold on. Okay. Mute for a second.
Yep, hold on.
Put them in. Oop, awkward.
Like this. Why you got them muted?
Oh, because we were gonna bring them in.
You want to move over?
Oh yeah, well you're totally
Well, okay. Surprise!
surprised. We have guests.
Yeah.
Yep. This is why Lucy,
Hey.
let the producer do the producing, and you don't.
Well,
Well, look, you goofed it up.
Whatever.
Oh.
Hi, October. Hi, Beth. Hi, Opal.
Hello.
Hi.
Filter in.
Hi, Auntie Mama. Oh yeah. Well, I guess while people are
Oh, people are filtering. Welcome everyone to the
Welcome.
popcorn party.
Hi,
As you can see over there and down there, we have guests. Someone over there, and this is the Friday Night Popcorn Party.
This thing is like. Can we do this?
Welcome
back.
back.
We're back.
Everybody.
How's everyone doing tonight?
What
Good. How are you guys?
Good,
you
good.
doing? Let's go.
What's
over the
everyone
comments.
drinking?
I was drinking coffee, but I don't have any more.
Ooh, coffee sounds
I'm
good.
starting early.
Yeah, I'm starting early. I got my Moscato. Dave's drinking what?
It is
Uh,
cats are like grime and bloody murder over here. Newport Vineyards, Bellevue Blush. This here is a local vineyard. April, you guys.
Ooh.
I mean October. Oh my,
We've never been, believe it or not.
you've never been? Oh, honey, we have got
Newport
to
Vineyard?
wine tasting.
We really do.
Yes.
We're Case Club members, and I have to find my card. But like we can get. I mean, the thing is, the wine tasting is not that expensive, anyways. Oh, we gotta go. It's because they give it's a full. So here's the thing. I'm gonna rant a little bit on Newport Vineyards. It's a local vineyard. They grow 90% of their own grapes,
Mm-hmm.
and the other 10% they trade with other area vineyards like Sakonnet. So their wines are 100% Rhode Island grapes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so
That's awesome.
when you go there for wine tasting, you can also tour the place. They bring you out into the vineyard, show you, where they grow the grapes, and then the whole process for making the wine, the barrels, it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating.
Oh, that is so cool. No, we have never been.
Oh, we're gonna have to do
You
it.
guys would enjoy it.
We've never been to a wine tasting.
Have you ever been to a wine tasting before, Opal?
No.
See,
But
I'm not the only one.
Speaking of wine, my mom is going to the store and getting me some right now.
Nice.
Yay! What kind of wine is she getting you?
I have no idea.
What is everybody's favorite wine?
My favorites are Moscato.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yes.
There he is.
Yes.
What, John?
The sweetest that I like, and then I also like.
Adriana. Stop.
I don't know. I kind of like a mix of different things. It really depends on my mood. Sometimes I like red wine, Gemini. Sometimes I like white wine. What's it called? The shark one, Great White, and then sometimes I like Moscato. So it really depends on my mood.
For mine, I do.
Get in the crate.
Uh-oh, the dog is
In your face.
Sounds like Lucian. So I love this Bellevue Blush. It's more of a rosé. It's sweet. Well, it's more top, but a little bit sweet. If I'm like eating like a steak dinner, I like Merlot. That's Gemini red, and I like Great White as well.
I'm not a super huge wine person. I like, what is it? Is it Barefoot? Isn't it that one like we polished off in New Hampshire?
Hootie Footie.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
actually the
more
one
of
I'm
a
drinking
beer
is
person,
barefoot.
actually.
That's what he has.
Well, I should say, if I had my choice, like, Blue Moon is my absolute favorite beer. Absolute favorite.
Mm.
No, I had it.
Oh yeah, you do with an orange slice in it. Oh, it's fabulous.
That sounds amazing.
What's your favorite beer?
My beers are either Heineken, Stella
Mm.
Artois, or Corona.
Oh no,
No, I don't even like Corona.
Yeah,
Oh,
Corona. Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
Do you
God.
know? Do you know that actually sales of Corona beer had dropped off by
Oh yeah, I
like
know.
60%?
It's so ridiculous.
Because of the
so I can't even believe people with that.
People are out there.
People think that the coronavirus is contracted by the Corona beer, and those are by the people that think that
Yeah.
chocolate milk is produced by brown cows.
Brown cows. I have a brown cow.
I gotta say
People
though,
are so stupid sometimes.
Kinky
Hi,
is my
Renee.
favorite
Hi,
alcohol.
Magical Cat Lady.
Remember, October's gonna say
Hi,
something.
Brooke.
That's not alcohol.
That is
What's on
alcohol.
October?
Kinky is my favorite alcohol.
What is that?
Kinky?
Never heard
It's
of it.
vodka.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
Oh my god, vodka and orange juice. It comes in a pink flavor. I can't forget what it is, and a blue one. Can I just
Only
tell
vodka
you?
I can drink is Tito's.
I love screwdrivers. Orange juice and vodka, like fabulous. I did it one time. The bottle
Screwdriver.
narrows down at the bottom,
Oh, that's cool.
and I didn't think there was a lot left, so I didn't bother to measure it out.
huh.
He came back and he's like, "Did you dump the whole rest of what was in there in the glass?" And I'm like, "Yep." And he was like, when I tell you, I was like 3 shades to the right, so fast because like I sucked it down.
That's my problem. That's why I don't drink a lot. I smoke more. It's because anything I drink fast. It's why I have to have decaf coffee because I'll drink an iced coffee fast. And this will be gone, guaranteed. This will be gone before we get to the next subject. And this is, I mean, I'm going to
I
sit now.
honestly sometimes think it's our ADHD that makes us do it.
Mm.
I do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because it's almost like when I'm eating, I almost go into a panic if I'm not eating fast enough.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with it. It's like it's got to.
Mm.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, who do we have in here? Oh, let's say hi.
Hi everyone.
Auntie Mama, Lisa, welcome. Long-haired skin.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome. The magical cat lady. Hi. It's Lene. Lene, hi.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi, Uncle Badger. Witch in the woods.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Sonia.
That's us.
Hi, Jack.
Jack, welcome. Wow, I get them all piling into the party.
Lots
So-
of fast.
Lots of fast. So,
Guess what my mom just got me?
Oh, what did you get you, Opal?
Corona light beer.
Ah!
Oh,
Well-
you guys like that?
that's
I
it.
don't really taste the Corona.
I like
I love
that.
Oh, it was nice knowing.
Rona?
Corona. I don't
Let's go
like
into
taste
quarantine. Never mind, man.
Oh, try it now.
We need to put you in a bubble now, Opal.
That's it.
That's it.
Back up. That's it. It's quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what are we talking about tonight? You had a thing. I'm dying. Yeah.
Really do it though.
What?
Okay. So we were watching American Horror Story.
Oh, his
Coven.
name is Jeff.
Oh yes, Jeff.
Sorry, I was just reading the thing.
Zoom in on you guys for a second.
What, John?
Say hi, Jeff.
Oh yeah. So we have Jeff John in October. Say hi, guys.
Hi. This guy's gonna act up now. Oh, come on with the button us big. I told you about that.
Give me this thing. You don't know what you're doing. You're just like,
Oh. Okay, so back to what I was saying.
Yeah, now.
We were watching American Horror Story Coven.
yeah, let's put it on us.
And we were watching a
Get in the crate.
watching or talking to Mert.
Yes, this is in American Horror Story
Right now.
when
Get in there.
when Fiona was pretty much dying. But
Yeah.
she was back at the house,
Mhm.
and they were giving her the ultimatum to take pills and kill herself or get rid of the stake the next day. So that's the point we're at.
Oh my God. I started after you guys that I've already blown past you.
What's that?
I started after you rewatching it and I've already blown past you.
Because he's
I'm like totally out of coven already. I'm on
yeah, but that's
hotel.
because he's going. He has to watch Charm. Well, I work during the day, and
I'm
he
watching
watches
3
Charm.
shows at once. I'm
Yeah.
watching Charmed, Supernatural, and American Horror Story.
Yeah, I'm just doing American Horror Story and a couple of Hell's Kitchens.
Oh, hi, Denise! Yay, you made it!
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so we were watching that scene in American Horror Story, and I typed out the script, and I was like, Dave, who do you think could read it better? And I read it out, and he goes, no, I could read it better. So he read out the script, and then he came up with the idea. What, Dave?
Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna
Yeah.
do it. Because I don't think Lucian is tapping into his emotion.
I can easily tap into my emotions, bitch. Like, he thinks
Look at him. He's
Yeah.
shut up now.
And I was setting up all this nonsense here to do this live while he was watching it over and over and over and over and over again. So I barely have it in my brain.
Okay, so what we're gonna do
So
is we're each gonna read the little script, and you guys vote who does it better. Okay.
wait a minute, but I get a handicap because I didn't get to watch it as many times as you did.
So. Okay, you're zooming on us perfect. Do you have your script, Dave?
Did you send it to me?
Yes, I did.
Mm.
No, you didn't.
I did by text. Yeah.
Oh, it's right here. Okay, who's going? You're going first.
You can go first.
You're first.
You're going first.
You're first. No,
You're going with the idea. You go first.
no, you're going first.
No, why do I go first?
Because you went first in the practice.
always serve your elders.
Get the hell going first.
You go first.
Go first.
That's just unfair because then
No.
I'm probably gonna suck and everyone's gonna think you do
Well,
better.
if you get to going, go
No,
first.
Dave, come on.
No, you go
Come on.
first. I'm not going first.
No, this is awkward now.
Yep.
Okay, fine. No, Dave, please do go first.
I'm not going first. You're going first. No, you go first.
I think we're so drunk already.
You get to go. No, I'm not going first. You're going
Okay.
first. Action.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta mute myself on here because then if I'm listening to myself, it's gonna sound weird.
You can't mute yourself. Then I won't hear you.
Right. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my god.
And you have to say action then.
All right, hold on. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Roll camera. Action.
Life is like a carnival, Dave. Oh my god. Do you remember Levon, the drummer with the band? Oh my god, he was something. I was so crazy about him. We had such a wild 6 months together in Woodstock. Anyways, the point is, some play it safe on the merry-go-round, while others go for the thrills on the roller coaster.
And now, do you want to go again just to make sure? You're supposed to look at the camera. You're looking at
Oh
me.
no, because in movies, when they're acting, they don't go to the script.
Oh,
like
all right.
that
Okay.
when they're meant to be looking
All
at
right.
it.
I'm going to be reading from the phone. So, anyways, let me read through it because I didn't watch it as many times as you did.
And action.
Yeah,
Like,
I do. I got popcorn seeds in my mouth.
okay, and
Hold on.
3, 2, 1, swallow. 3.
I'm not ready yet. Hold on. I'll go.
The actor goes when the director says go.
The director can shut the fuck up because
Okay.
wait a minute. No, I get the giggles. Now stop. I gotta get in the character. I gotta get in.
And
Right.
action.
Life is like a carnival. Lucian. Oh my! Oh, I haven't seen it now. Okay, hold on. That's right, because she's dying, and she's addressing Myrtle. Life is like a carnival. Myrtle. Oh my God! Do you remember the drummer with the band? Oh my God! I was so crazy about him. We had such a wild 6 months together in Woodstock. Anyways, some people live on the merry-go-round, while others go for the thrills on the roller coaster.
And scene.
And I didn't watch it as many times as he did.
I'll admit, Dave actually does it better, I think. I still felt a little bit robotic.
Anyways. Oh, God. Cummins, method actor. That's it. Hold on. That's the thing. Method actor. You've got to feel it. And I have to watch this again on TV because I did it really good earlier. And it is. You just got to get into the part and you got to feel it.
Hi, Kendra and Butterfly. Anyways,
so what are we talking about outside of this? Is that it?
What do we want to talk about first? Do you guys want to talk a little bit more about
Oh my God! October.
Yes.
Did I tell? I did. I texted you. I tried mugwort. I tried smoking mugwort.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, it's different. It is different than cannabis. You feel it in your body, and you just, it's very similar to if you're smoking cannabis, if you smoke like an indica, it's just such a whole body relaxing. You get no head from it at all. Oh God, that's a bad way of putting it. You get no head, very little head high from it. It's all relaxed and body high. So yeah, I finally got the beans to try it, and just wanted to tell you guys.
I'm telling you, it's fabulous.
No,
I love it. It's like I actually did it 2 nights in a row. I did it Wednesday night and last night.
Yeah.
But I did it Wednesday night because I journeyed. So.
I still personally like cannabis better because I like that head high. But
and she just climbed out her window and took off, and she has the same exact diagnosis as some.
Anyway,
We've been like
I keep interrupting.
buddy moms.
Yeah.
Because you had a whole list
the hostess with the most?
Yeah, oh my God, you had a list of things you wanted to talk about.
Okay, let's talk about deities, because I know obviously we all have our own individual deities that we work with. My deity is different from Dave, from October's,
And blocked all contact.
different from Opal, wherever she is on her screen.
She's over.
Well, on our
she's
screen,
on that
she's over
side.
there.
Yeah, she's over
But I
there.
don't know if she sees it on the 6th.
That's October. That's Opal. October. Jack, see, I'm good at this.
Yeah.
Anyways, what deities do you guys work with? I'm curious to know. Who would like to go first? Dave, you go first.
Me,
Opal.
Or Opal. Opal, you go first.
I have bass. Yeah, bass.
Oh, hold on, let me zoom in on it. Where's she?
It's little.
There's Bast.
Oh, wow.
Now, what is Bast?
Good question. She is the cat goddess. She's also goddess of love and the home, healing, joy, protection, fertility, and sex, and a lot other more. And this is how I see her, as a cat. Most people see her as a human with a cat face, but I never really saw her that way. I have always seen her as a small black cat. And
So Lene says, Lene says, October's full screen again. Mine are Persephone, Hecate, and Hades, and Beast. Interesting.
Hades. When did you work with Hades?
I said Lene.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't do me yet. Right, we had Opals. Who's next?
October.
I don't know. Do you really consider mine deities? I don't know. I work with the saints, so
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a deity.
Yeah.
all right. So I work with the Sacred Heart, Saint Francis, Saint Anthony, Saint Teresa, Saint Jude, and Saint Joseph.
That's
Are you also
They
working
all have a
with
different like, little purpose to them, but they all kind of like intertwine together. All
Yeah.
right, you gotta get me off the big screen.
Wait, weren't you working with Ganesh at one point too?
Yes, I have Ganesh. Oh, if you came into my house, you would be like this woman seriously has ADD because you walk in the door, there's a Buddha. You come downstairs, my hutch has all my saints on it, and then the coffee table has Ganesh and Lakshmi.
Wow. That's because she does have ADHD.
They would be like, but think about it. At the end of the day, they all want the same thing.
Of course.
They're all working for your highest good. So why can't they all be intermingled together? Like in the morning, so the roses and then I say Mala.
Yeah. So, well, absolutely. So I'll go next. And I've been working a lot with Jesus, who's right there on an altar. I've been just with the COVID-19 thing and all that stuff, and it being Holy Week and Easter. Yeah, I've been working a lot with Jesus. Persephone, because spring, it's like all the stuff, and it's so freaking tough. I still try to get out and walk around in the middle of all of this mess because this is Persephone's time. The flowers. Spring is starting, and then of course, I've got Apollo, Zeus, and Diana over there.
Oh.
So yeah. Oh, I know it's ADHD all the way. I don't know what to pray to.
I love you too, baby, but you gotta lay down. Be a good boy. Be a good boy.
Look at him. Look at John. And big
boy in him. All right, get down. Be a good boy and get down.
Oh.
You're great now.
The door shut. You can't.
He's like, I'm getting down. I'm getting on the camera.
Yeah, because he wants us again to move down so he can get on the couch.
Oh my God. That's awesome.
All right, Lucian, your turn.
My turn. So the deities that I work with are the ancestors. And then I also work with the Orisha. I don't work with a specific one right now because later on I'll learn how to kind of work with all of them when need be because there's like a lot of them. And then on the voodoo side, I work with Bawan Cimetier, Marie Laveau, and Maman Brigitte.
Mama Brigitte?
Yeah, those three.
Yeah, I forgot about Baron.
Oh yeah, Dave works with Baron Samedi.
I forgot about the whole Baron Samedi thing too. He's chilling over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I told that story. So yeah, I definitely work with him every so often too. Yeah, this is like the ADHD corner of the house right here. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Mine just kind of like swirls through the house.
It makes no sense.
You get confused as to what religion, what are you? And I'm like, a little bit of everything.
I'm actually waiting for a holy roller to come knocking on the door. Can I talk to you about the Bible? Yeah, come on in. I was praying to Jesus, and that's Baron Samedi and Persephone, and I think they would not know what to say. They would slowly back out of the house.
Do you know, I used to talk to this woman that I worked with at Pre-Flight. She was a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
And when I told her the stuff I was into, I haven't heard from her since.
Oh, yeah.
Me anymore. I'm like, well, at least she's gone. She's like, if you ever want to do Bible study, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, right?
I don't need no.
So Gypsy says, I lean the way of Sonia. I just don't connect to deity. So you guys don't like connect? Is there any like even non-specific deities like praying to God, which is just the general sense of the God?
Wait, because Gypsy, I thought you worked with Bast as well. Because I remember during the summer, we when we were with you, I thought we wow, it's getting into my head. I thought you were working with Bast at one point.
Yeah, and that's the original. Sonia says, I'm not deity oriented. I'm animist. Nature never. No, see, I've heard of that. I've heard of like being more of just pure nature and the world and stuff like that, and as opposed to higher powers deity. Interesting.
I'm just going to talk about the Orishas just for a quick second, because it's interesting how people are talking about nature deities. Like, for example, Denise works with Gaia,
John,
and I was thinking about
open that up.
more in
You can't get in there. It's closed.
So, Lucy, exactly, my spiritual changing, and I'm more fitting to me than the group I was around. Lucy just didn't connect no matter how hard I tried. Yeah, I mean, the spirituality is
yeah, and nothing wrong with that, because
absolutely not.
my spirituality has completely done like a 360. I used to be all voodoo, and now I'm in between instead. So now I work with completely new set of deities. So
Mine's completely changed since I started.
Gypsy, we work with the bus. The bus party right there. Oh my God, we have got to, when this COVID-19 nonsense gets over, we've got to like find a way to all like this together. I need to see my. Good thing is October lives right near us, so we actually do get together. Well, not now since we're all like lockdown like criminals. But
We almost went by and beeped at you guys. We went to Mystic's Touch.
oh, did you? Was she open?
She's not open, but I was like in desperate need. I needed a sage bundle, not the loose. I can't get enough smoke, enough constant smoke with the loose. So I'm like, I need a bundle. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, Amazon couldn't get it to me fast enough. It wasn't until May. So I said to him, we got to message Jody and see. And she actually let us pay over the internet, and she left it hanging on the door.
Awesome. That's awesome, though. You can't get the. Oh, I see. That's all I. Hold on a minute. That's all we use is the loop.
See, I have it, and it's good for certain things. But when I want to cleanse my meridians,
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard for me to do one little thing.
Oh,
I gotta get enough smoke that I can run it up and down my body. I can't do it that loose sage.
Right.
I'm like, I need a freaking bundle, and I'm like,
yeah.
it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, I know what you're saying now when you say it yourself, because I did that the other day, and I have a couple of huge bundles over here, and I did the full body saging.
Yeah, so if you need something from her, order it or call, or you can text her, messenger through the Facebook thing. And if she's got it, she'll send you an invoice, and then she'll hang it on the door.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, it's not showing. Oh, so Lene says, you could say I have two paths. I'm also a draconic witch. What is
cool.
that?
So draconic, I think, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, is practicing with dragons, I think, right?
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's really cool.
It's different.
That's interesting. Sonia says trees. Yeah, such power from old. Yeah, that's going back to that whole nature thing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Very interesting. Which I also, am very. I'm a kind of a nature-oriented person. I love hiking. I love kayaking. I love being in nature because there's an energy there that is just. I don't know. It's just healing. It's just. It brings you to another place. What about you, Opal? Do you like nature?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I love nature.
Yeah.
Do you live like near any parks or anything, lakes or rivers?
There's a small park near our house, but it's like a playground park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Elizabeth Park is like
Smoke alarm's going
what
off.
45 minutes
Either
drive?
yes or yes.
Something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Half hour.
Yeah. I I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So what about you? You're not a big nature person. I've gotten you more nature oriented.
Girl, do you know the Orishas and what they represent?
Yeah, girl, you're the one that tells me, oh, I'm not going kayaking because the Loch Ness monster is in there.
Well, okay, here. I am going to talk a little bit about the Orisha now and why I work with them. The Orisha are literally personification of nature itself. Each Orisha represents a different part of nature. And their domains are all over, obviously, the world and whatnot, and even go up into space as far as that. So, for example, my little list right here, we have Arunmala, who is the Orisha of divination and wisdom. He knows every single path for everybody, its possible outcomes. Then we
That's
have.
not nature.
No, I know, but let me get into it. Let me
Ow,
talk.
ow.
You disappeared for a minute.
The bones and the minds of
Yeah, that's
humans.
weird.
Weird.
October, they disappeared for a minute. I wonder if it's just an internet glitchy thing.
Must have been.
Stupid internet.
Okay. So then we have Oya. Oya is the Orisha of all turbulent weather, thunder, fire, and she also has the dominion over the cemetery. Then we have Shango, who is the Orisha of fire, thunder, lightning, male virility.
Ooh.
Then we have Babaluaye, who is the Orisha of epidemics, disease, infirmities, not informalities. And then we have Ochosi, who is the divine hunter and represents human justice. We have Oshun, who is the Orisha of the rivers, love, art, sexuality, beauty. We have Elegua, who is the guardian of between our realm and the spirit realm. We have Ogun, who is the Orisha of work, metal, human effort, and raw energy.
Andre, come on. No, sorry. Your roommate just got stung by a bee. Are they okay? All right. So sometimes people are allergic to bees. Okay, sorry about that. I just want to make sure that they were okay. Okay.
Yeah, so then we have Yemaya, who's the Orisha of the oceans, Oziam, Orisha of nature and nature itself, herbal medicine. Ganyu, who's the Orisha of all earth forces, volcanoes, earthquakes. And the Ibeus, which are the divine twins, Orisha of infancy, childhood, duality, and innocence. So
interesting. Now that's very similar to the Greco-Roman.
Yeah, and all the Orisha are actually syncretized with the Catholic saints as well.
Mm-hmm. Because the Greco-Roman, Apollo's the sun god, Diana Artemis is the goddess of the moon. You have Poseidon, who's god of the seas. Very similar.
But it's also interesting how you can actually take some of the Orisha and match them with other deities that are out there. For example, Oshun, goddess of love in the rivers and sexuality, beauty, could be matched with that of Aphrodite. Mm-hmm. Or Oya could be matched with Hecate or Maman Bridget from Voodoo. And then we have, like, for example, Shango could be matched with
Who's
Apollo.
the sun?
Yeah. Fire, heat.
Fire. Mhm.
Yeah, so it's actually interesting. And then, for example, Babaluaye is matched with Saint Lazarus.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Very interesting. Oh, good. Gypsy's Kendra's friends. Okay. Talking about bees. I hate bees.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. Well, anyway, so how's everyone been doing? I'm going to take a quick look through the comments.
Ooh, where did Opal go?
Uh-oh.
What happened?
I think the internets are all weird. Huh. Okay.
Oh,
There she
she's
is.
back. It is the internet. That's
Yeah, I work from home during the day.
It's
I work from
I'm
home
back.
during the day, and like I know that the internet is weird because working from home, I depend on the internet, and it's just been friggin' all kinds of goofy. Okay. Well, so awkward crickets while I chew. So is that it for deities?
it's up to you.
All right. Nice up to me. Okay, we'll talk about something else. Don't get. I'll go into a political rant. No, we won't do that. To hell with that nonsense.
No.
So, here's the thing. What have you guys been
Oh,
doing?
Auntie
Oh,
Mama
oh.
had a question.
Yay! All right, Auntie, where is it?
Let's scroll up.
Oh, right here. Is there such a bad deity to stay away from?
There are.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: deities are not bad. Let's say each deity that may seem negative has a certain specific role. So, for example, you think of Shiva. She is, or she, they,
Yeah.
the better side, are known for their destructive purposes. But I was reading into it because I was like, isn't that kind of a negative deity to work with? Like, oh, I don't want to work with a deity of death and destruction.
And you're right.
Think about it. They represent the end of a cycle that goes into rebirth of something else. So it's not necessarily like, oh, the death, the end, that's it.
Yeah.
And then you have in Voodoo, there's one deity, Metcalfu, who is the most chaotic of all the deities in the Voodoo pantheon. He's very dark. He represents the darker side of Papa Legba, kind of like the twin but reversed shadow version. And I've heard that he can be very dangerous to work with at times if you don't know what you're doing.
Interesting.
I don't work with him, even though I had a dream with him one night, and I was told when a voodoo Loa comes to you in your dreams, you're meant to work with them. But me being told like, oh, he's very dangerous, he's very chaotic Loa to work with, you shouldn't work with him. That doesn't mean that you should
Or shouldn't.
or shouldn't.
Yeah, because I have the same feelings about Hades and even
Oh, let's put it this way. There are a lot of
wait a minute,
other
we're sideways here. What happened? There we go.
Let's put it this way. We know the darker deities out there are, let's say about Lucifer, Lilith, Hecate is the darker, but we think of a sense of like the darker moon sense.
Well, as I was saying,
We have Mama and Bridget, Sandy,
Yeah.
who are considered darker deities.
for me, because I mean, I had a Catholic upbringing. So now when you start talking about Lucifer or Hades, it's drummed into your head
Mhm.
that they're evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or in this tiny little box
Now,
that you shouldn't touch. or
when
open.
you look at it now, I still Lucifer I think of as like the devil, but now I'm thinking like Hades and Hecate, They're just deities, but in the underworld. It's a different concept. It's just where they are,
Right.
as opposed to they're dark.
Yeah, because for example, like with Baron Samedi and Mum and Bridget, they're very dark in general because you think, oh my god, they work with the dead. They must be evil because they work with death. But it's like they represent so much more than just the dead. They represent our ancestors. They represent life and rebirth, resurrection. They have so many different facets to them than just one single meaning. So that goes with all the darker deities. They don't just have one aspect, but a lot of the time, for example, when you think of Lucifer, you think the devil, you think, oh my god, it's just pure evil. But then when you look at the other aspects from different perspectives, he's also was an angel from heaven that was cast out. But I mean, there's a lot of facets to one deity.
A lot of stuff out there.
And the issue is a lot of people just take the darker deities and focus on one solid aspect of them.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a religion out there that they don't believe the devil exists? He does not exist. They worship fire. And they say Christians created the devil to scare people into doing
to scare people.
to put the fear of God in them. So they created the devil, that the devil doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
There is no such thing. They worship fire. Like when you go into their temple, or I forget, I think they call it a temple. They have this big round thing. It looks like a fire pit, and there's a flame all the time. And that's what they worship. They worship fire.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. I've heard of that, though. But yeah, I mean, there's a part of me, even as an ex-Catholic, yeah, I know that the devil is just, the way to scare kids, like the boogeyman. The devil's like the boogeyman, I believe now, and in taking, because I still have my Christian side of the beliefs, it's just, for me, it's kind of, where is heaven, right? If you look at the underworld, there's different parts. And one particular part of the underworld is called the Elysian Fields. That's heaven. That's where you go. It's where, like, even a lot of the ancient Greeks, which were more of a warrior type society, the most noble or bravest men or soldiers went to the Elysian Fields. That's their heaven, and that's kind of where I kind of hooked the two together, if you would.
It's interesting.
You also get where, if you're Catholic, you got to kind of, if you think about the way you were taught to be Catholic, right?
Yeah.
If God forgives all, that means everybody goes to heaven because he forgave you. So that just like instills more that Christians created the devil and hell, that it doesn't, that's not an area that exists the way everybody thinks it exists.
Yeah.
Because if God forgives all, then everybody should go to heaven.
Yeah. It's so hypocritical. If, they say, if you do this, you do that, you go to hell. If you're gay, you go to hell. But wait a minute. God forgives all. Everything.
Yep.
It's interesting that everyone has a different perspective of heaven and hell, if you notice. So, for example, heaven, I've seen people say that it's literally like heaven's up there, hell's down there.
That's the Catholic.
That
yeah.
heaven pass over is created by what you think your own vision of heaven is. So my heaven, when I die, will be different from what Dave sees in heaven.
See, I don't believe in that. I mean, but it's not to say it's wrong. I believe that the Elysian Fields and heaven are the same place, and if we're both good, we will be reunited there.
Which is different from me because I have a different perspective of when we die. I don't believe we go either up or down. I believe we pass through a veil and still remain on the same plane of existence, just two different dimensions overlapping. So then when we die,
you believe you don't go anywhere?
Oh, well, when you die, oh, the heck with it. I'll
So
hang
you
out
don't
with,
believe that? You believe you just stay there?
Opal.
Dave, wait. What?
What?
You just believe that you just stay right there? You don't, your soul doesn't go anywhere?
No, I believe that we become the ancestors there to guide our next of kin.
That's interesting because you know what? That's what Jehovah Witnesses believe, you know.
Oh my
Really?
God, I'm married to
Oh,
Jehovah.
that's weird.
Yeah, they believe that's it. When you die, you die. That's it. You're done. That's it. You're just dead. And
I don't think that when you die, you're dead and that's it. I think
I'll
that,
be knocking on my door.
but it remains within this plane to guide and assist your future people.
You float around like Casper.
No. But no, seriously, that's what the ancestors are. They're always around us, and then once we pass on, we become part of those ancestors.
Yes.
Really?
I believe part of that, I believe that our ancestors from heaven or Elysia can come and visit us. You know, as guardian angels, spirit guides. Opal, what do you believe? Bring some sanity to this.
I believe we are reincarnated.
Oh.
Ah,
I do too.
yeah. So there's a part of I do
Mhm.
aspect of that. Yes. That's yeah. Now, do you believe when you're reincarnated? Do you believe that the succeeding life or existence builds upon the previous one?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I believe too. And I believe someday, you know, you're reincarnated and it keeps going until you reach enlightenment.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you go to
Well, that
the
makes
next
sense
level.
because when you think about it, when obviously you're born, so then we grow up, boop, 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 and then it's like you start to discover certain things that you're innately good at. The question is, where does all that come from? I believe it's from your past lives. You've been doing it over
Exactly.
many times, so many lifetimes, that in the next one it just comes to you like that because you've done it so many times. Hence, like people are like, "Oh, I'm naturally good at being a gymnast, or I'm naturally good at playing the piano, or I pick up skateboarding super quickly."
Jack
Right.
believes, I believe there's some administrative office that helps you go where you want or need to go based on what you believe. Almost like what was that movie?
Welcome to heaven. What are your needs
No,
today?
no, Beetlejuice. When they die,
Oh, yeah.
they get the handbook of the recently deceased.
Recently deceased. Oh, please take a ticket. You're in line to be the 1,100 billionth person to be seen.
Yeah, a lot of dead
It'll
people.
take
Yeah.
about 50 lifetimes.
Some people believe, though, when you're reincarnated, if you didn't learn the lesson you were supposed to learn in the previous life, you'll
You're gonna
repeat it again.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yes. I believe that. That's why I'm stuck. I can't figure out what the hell I need to do. So, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I'm just calling it.
Anyways, so Opal, all right, for both of you guys, if you believe in reincarnation, do you believe those deja vu moments are flashes from your previous self?
Oh yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
All the freaking time.
Wait, what happened?
So people that believe in reincarnation, because I believe that happens as well, those deja vu moments when you're like, whoa, I feel deja vu. It's actually from the previous life.
I had lots of those.
Mhm.
I had one in middle school where I remember meeting this girl. I met her for the first time, but I all of a sudden was like, "Do I know you?" And she's like, "No, I've never met you." I'm like, "But I feel like I know you." She's like, "I only met you like today." I'm like, "No, but seriously, you look so familiar. Put my name or a finger on it. I know you somehow."
Yeah,
That was like at the gas station a few weeks back. the kid that works there. I feel like I know him from somewhere. And I'm like, do I know you? And he's like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, have you lived in Providence? Have you ever been to Coventry? Have you been to Cranston? He's like, no. I live all the way in Seekonk, Massachusetts. I'm just like, because I swear I know him from somewhere.
I had that feeling.
He's like, I don't know who you are.
I had that feeling when we went Stop and Shop. It was darker though. I don't know what. It was darker.
What, you thought the old woman was?
I don't know if it was someone because I just got this ominous feeling. And I couldn't
out to steal you.
It wasn't a woman. It was Stop. It was just, I don't know what it was. I just got this weird feeling when we were in Stop and Shop.
Had your spirit been in Stop and Shop before in a past life?
I don't know if it had to do with the store. My God.
Now, do you all believe that when you're born with your story already written? Yeah. I believe that you choose what's going to happen to you in your life.
Yeah.
You like sign a contract that says this and this is going to happen, and I agree to it.
Yeah, so I believe in the multiverse theory, meaning that there is multiple parallel dimensions where all different aspects of a scenario play out. And you crisscross them.
That's interesting. Because in Lukumi, earlier I talked about the two Orisha, Elegua and Arunmala. Arunmala being the Orisha of divination, and then Elegua being the Orisha of destiny and the gatekeeper between the spirit realm and our realm. It's interesting because in Lukumi, we believe that they work together. Arunmala knows your entire life path. No, I lied. Elegua knows. Elegua knows.
Some of them drinking.
No, Elegua knows your entire life path and all the possible roads that can lead to your destination. Arunmala then worked with because he knows all the ways to unblock specific paths and will show you if you go down this path, you end up here. If you take this other path, you end up here. So he's the one that can actually change your different courses of your destiny. So
this was and guys, if you want to get our attention, definitely type things in all caps. I'm sorry, I should have said that like hours ago. That way it pops out to us. But Whispers of Three says, how about the Akashic records?
Akashic.
So what are the Akashic records? What are those? What's that?
Good question. I've heard of it. I don't really know much about the Akashic records, but I think aren't the Akashic records kind of like okay, I have no idea.
Wow, you were trying to bullshit something. And it didn't happen.
I thought they had something to do with your destiny. That's what. Because we were on the topic of it.
I'll give Mama has one. You'll see. Maybe that man you thought you knew was his doppelganger. Who's doppelganger? Your doppelganger? You might have met your doppelganger.
No, his doppelganger, not mine. Why would it be mine? Do you know what a doppelganger is?
Yeah, it's like your other part.
Why would he be my doppelganger? That makes no sense. He doesn't look anything like me.
Oh no! She's saying the person that you knew is that person's doppelganger.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So doppelgangerish. Yeah. Interesting. Huh. Maybe. Ah.
I'm scrolling up here a little bit. Mama Frost says she's experienced deja vu a lot. Very intense. Jip Kendra says sometimes knowing someone else feels what you do is great. That you aren't going crazy.
Oh yeah, knowing that other people. Yeah. What did I find out today?
I have a story for you guys.
Oh yeah, tell us.
Juicy.
So Lucy knows this person, but a friend of mine, I would have dreams of this person a lot, and I told her about it one time, and she said I had the same fucking dream, and we decided that it was like a past life. It was so weird.
Interesting. Could be. I mean, if it's that intense, it could be.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
That you shared the same dream because I believe that all the connections you make in life are spirits that you recognize from previous lives
Mhm.
that move on
Yep.
with you in every single lifetime. But obviously, they wear different faces, different looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that also, you know what that also could be? Astral travel. You could possibly be meeting up with someone,
Yeah.
in your astral.
Maybe.
Getting your fate.
Could be.
Oh, okay. So Denise says the Akashic records are compendium of all the Earth events, thoughts, feelings, and everything. We're supposed to access this info with meditation.
I know, which is
Interesting.
because like everything is kind of almost on a rail. You have to meditate to find out what it is. Interesting.
Getting your fate.
Wait a minute, what's going on? Who's taking the crazy train? I know. Let me tell you, Gypsy Kendra's my bus buddy, and we rode the bus together. A lot. That's basically got high together. So crazy. Let me tell you, we're in good company when it comes to crazy up in this pots. Let me tell you. And I'm telling you, October, we were talking about, because you had mentioned that once this gets
Getting
over,
your fate.
you wanted to try journeying cannabis.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's a whole different experience. I can't wait. Of course, that's if I can ever get any.
Better to be certifiably insane than as dry as the pages of the books you so desperately need.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
Yeah, I mean, it will be fun. Once this COVID-19 nonsense, goes away, and we all can come out of our houses again, we definitely have to do it.
God, I cannot wait.
As a matter of fact, the best. I mean, we could do it. Well, so have you ever done cannabis before?
I've never. That's why I'm like, no, I need somebody that knows what they're doing near me.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
I have.
Yeah. So
you smoked pot before.
I have not.
So you should
I've
probably
never done
do it
anything illegal.
the place where you feel the safest. So probably your house. Because here's the
No,
thing.
Dave, let's go do it on the moon.
No, well, let me tell you something. What I want to eventually do is something I love doing, and it's basically, a stoned hike.
Those
There's
are actually fun.
yeah, because I've gotten you high on a
I've
hike
gone
before.
high and gone hiking. It's so much fun. Your brain just goes like, wow, and you're just hiking. And you're
But
like, oh, it's
you
great because
take
going
in-
uphill. It's great because your body doesn't realize if you're going up or downhill, and you're just like
That's
walking. You're like, oh, this is fun.
That too, because you're in tune. Your mind is opened up, and you're in tune to everything in nature and just the moment. It turns from, oh, this freaking hike. Oh my God, we're going uphill.
Look at that rock.
There's a
Pretty
rock.
rock. That rock.
But yeah, though I would definitely see. Here's the thing with cannabis: it amplifies things. It is a mood enhancer. So if you have any sort of disposition, fear, uncomfortability, it'll amplify that, and it will not be a good experience. So
Believe me, I work on that all the time because it's the same thing with ayahuasca. You can't do ayahuasca and have those fears.
yeah, okay, yeah. So it's the same thing. So I guess when we do it, probably do it in a nice place where you feel the safest.
You're doing what?
Cannabis journeying. Now the only
Which would
thing.
be the place. I mean, I wouldn't feel unsafe in your house, so which would be fine.
Well, we could do that because my only thing is, if I do it in your house, either Lucian's driving or I'm spending the night.
Right.
Yeah, I won't drive under an influence of anything like that. So, but we can talk about that and
Yeah.
and figure it out. Because it's an experience. Or I just got an even better idea. We've got to do a camping trip this
Yeah.
year.
Oh my God. I was just like thinking the same thing. Like,
What?
do it camping. Holy cow.
I can't.
If you
And
did,
one of the nights camping, we just set the fire and just
I love camping.
and we'd be journeying. Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll do it right up our own game.
Can't go.
If we ever get to camp.
I know, no kidding.
Have you, so Oprah, you said you love camping?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love camping.
Oh, you should fly up and where is she? Where are you from? Where are you?
I'm in Michigan.
Well, it's not that far.
Yeah.
It's like, what, 5 hours? 6 hours? Something like that.
Oh. You should try to come to our camping trip.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Can mom come too?
What's that?
Can mom come too?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's required. It's absolutely required. Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, seriously, because I mean, when the
See, Gypsy wants to come too.
who?
Gypsy.
Yeah, definitely. So what I'll do is, I'm gonna plan.
I love
She
camping.
said it to Sonia. Never mind, she might not be.
What did she say?
She said, Sonia, I'm game on that one.
It sounds awesome. Dave. Only I was younger and spy. Oh, come on, you are young and spy enough for that. But anyways, yeah, I'm just keep my eye on when things start opening up. Because right now we can't even plan it. It's all closed and I don't know when it's going to be open. But that'd be a great.
Oh my
Even
God,
if-
we could get a bunch of people. That would be fabulous.
yeah. We'll just register all. We can register enough camp spots, right? Because you're going to have 2 tents per spot, right? It's really cheap. We do it for like either a week or something like that. You get 2 tents per spot, and you can sleep as many in a
That's
tent.
it.
Yeah.
All of us, we have like roast pork on a huge turn thingy over a fire. People walking by and they're like, "What the hell?" And it would be like, "Just cooking, just witches cooking here. Move it along."
Well, it was kind of just like last time because I'm
Cooking our offering.
always cooking on the fire. I've got the whole thing. It's a metal grate thing, and I cook right on the fire.
Oh my god, cooked food over the fire is like amazing. Burger, steak. Dave's burgers and steaks are amazing. you
The
guys.
first time we went camping.
Marshmallows.
Oh yeah, well we do
Go
that.
to the junk food first.
An open fire.
We did that.
Fire
Yeah,
rocket.
we have the fire pit, but I've never cooked on the on the fire before our first camping trip. Remember that first trip? It was me, you, and Terrence and Becky.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we brought steaks and burgers. And I says,
Hot
you know what?
dogs.
I'm not cooking these things because I have the little gas stoves too, but I'm not cooking these things on a little Coleman stove. Oh hell no! I broke out this big tripod thing and I had a grill on it, and I'm plapping the steaks on there. Load right. Oh my god! When they ate it, it was like, oh my god! It tastes so good.
The best part with that the tripod grill thing you had.
Me too, Gypsy. Yes.
Hot dogs, and they kept on like rolling off.
Yeah, I
Into the
have.
fire. It was hilarious.
So, okay, Gypsy says I like my marshmallows black. I do too.
Oh, me too.
Am
I have
the only
My
one?
mom's peach cobbler
I
is
burned those.
the
I burned the
best.
crap out of those things.
I tried it,
But-
I know.
The hot dog. I have a sign. So I got.
Oh, that sounds good too, Opal.
So here's the thing: the grill is. Think of a tripod, poles, and it has a chain that goes over the top and down, then spreads out and holds a grill, so it swings. So I put the burgers on there, and it was fine. I'd hold it with the tongs, flip the burgers, did the steak. Well, they wanted the hot dogs. So I put the hot dogs on there.
And then like Terrence
And I'm
Becky and I
rolling.
are over on the side trying to like get the plates and everything. All
Yeah,
set
because
up.
they're all done. And I think I handed out every hot dog but my own. And what happens?
No, but no, before that, because you were like trying to cook them and they all kept on rolling off, and we're over here sitting trying to set everything up, and you just all you hear from Dave, our backs are towards him. All you hear is shit, and I'd be like, "Why? Hot dog just rolled off in the
Shit.
fire." 2 seconds there, shit, there goes another one.
Yeah, because I had
Shit,
two.
we're all followers. What do I do?
I had 2 or 3 per people, and it was like just mine. I'm like, I had to cook more hot dogs. Yeah, I did bring it, and it just never happened, and I never cooked on it, but which is a shame. But
Yeah, we should have cooked using that.
oh, it's to die for. It's to die for. I do it now in the backyard. Absolutely. Yeah, I did definitely like my marshmallows nice and black. But yeah, I can't wait until things break and we start planning some sort of camping trip. The more the merrier. And it is very reasonably priced. And what is
Yes.
it? Like
A huge camping trip.
it's like $25 a spot, and each spot you can split. So it's like what's half of 25? 10
$12.50.
50. Thank you, because I'm an idiot.
We're both thinking
It would be $12.50 per like tent per night. It's cheap, and then
That's super cheap.
Yeah, and
Huh.
imagine because each little campsite can fit, depending maybe up to 3 tents.
2 tents. No, they limit you to 2 tents per
2
site.
tents per site.
Mhm. 2 tents, 2 cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
They will allow like a third kids tent or something like that. I think. Wait a minute. Maybe it is 4 tents. I'll look at it. I think it's 2 tents.
Is it 2 or 4? Because that's a huge difference in
There
number.
is a huge difference. I gotta look at. No, I think it's 2 tents. Unless it's like kids tents. Kids tents are so you do know that I'm going to do that damn road trip move. Oh, that's right. That's right. You're going to keep us posted on that because,
Hmm.
yeah.
What's everyone want to do first when this whole thing blows over? What's the first thing you want to do?
Oh, hello. Summertime Tarot. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
In a while.
Yeah, welcome. Camping life. I'll tell you, I could live in camping. Ugh. It's my dream. So yeah, what is the first thing everyone's going to do when the pandemic is gone?
I'm going to a goddamn Botanica to get the supplies I need because I'm running low on my candles. I'm running low on herbs. I'm running low on.
I can tell you, Lucian's coloring my hair.
I
damn
want
it.
to go shopping.
So April says Lucian's coloring my hair.
Yes.
Opal, what's your first
Oh
thing?
yes. Shopping. I miss going to the mall.
Hmm. I think we're going to the pool.
And I would love to have Lucy dye my hair.
Yes.
Oh, go to the Springs? What's the Springs?
That sounds fun.
Ha! Pack my car and drive.
Yeah.
Traveling
That's
abroad sounds a lot of fun too.
Mm.
Oh, hi, Sparkling Sia.
Oh. Hello, travel abroad. Yeah.
Where do you plan to travel abroad, Sia? Actually, that's a good question. If any of you could travel abroad anywhere, like right after this, where would you go to? I'd go to Ireland, actually.
Ireland?
Ooh, or
No, that's not out of the country. That's not
Oh.
abroad.
Yeah,
How do you, Dandelion? Better late than never.
Ireland?
Ireland, yeah.
Where my ancestors come from.
Yeah, well.
I would like.
that's where my dad's
to-
ancestors come from as well.
Yeah, I
'Cause
would
my
like
my last name is well before I became Slayer, it's McHugh.
anywhere abroad. Rome.
Rome's
I want to
good.
go to Rome.
Oh, I'd want to go to Venice again too.
Again, you've never been to Venice.
Wait,
Girl, I've been to Venice. I've been to Rome. I've been to. Where did I just say? Oh, I haven't been to. I don't know.
The only Venice you've been to is getting into the kayaks and paddling in the lake over here.
No,
Venice.
no, I've actually been to Italy.
You have not. I know where you've been a lot of places.
Oh, I've been around the world, and
You have been to a lot because you're privileged.
I
But
can't help it. I did go to Italy though with my parents.
I'm going to ask.
Fine.
'Cause I've been to Canada a few times,
Been to Canada.
and I've been to Germany,
Never been to Germany.
and I've been to London.
Been
With-
to London twice.
I've never been out of the United States. I don't think I've ever been off of the East Coast.
I've been to the Bahamas.
Oh,
Oh, I
Bahamas.
love the Bahamas.
Italy is great. Yeah, I
Actually
want to
still
see
have a little bit of
Italy.
sand from the Bahamas that I brought back with me.
The Bahamas because I got sand because I'm privileged. Yeah, I'm privileged.
We lost
I'm
our-
very privileged, my boy.
we lost our chance to go to Italy.
Yeah,
At least
we
I've been
had a phenomenal chance to go to Italy and we blew it.
fucking mess over here.
They keep jumping out my fingers.
Popcorn don't jump.
These ones do.
At least I've been to Disney World many times.
Have you been to Disneyland in Japan?
No, Disneyland in Japan kind of sucks compared to the one in Florida.
I've never been to Disney anywhere.
I love Disney. Oh, that is got to be on our list.
Where do
I-
people go?
I don't know. She's like half in and out. I don't know.
She had to take a break. She had too many coronas.
Oh, jeez. Be careful with those. They come quick. The coronavirus virus.
Sweden would be fun to visit too.
Yeah. Question. May I ask October how she got into her practice? Sorry for the caps. I feel like I'm yelling. No, that's how it use the caps to make it stand out in my dumb head. Because my dumb asshole missed
I'm
them.
back.
Hello.
So yeah,
Hi.
October. Tell us, how'd you get into your practice?
Well, you could say I had an incident in my life. And after that, I kind of like woke up into my spirituality, I guess you want to say. Because I'm kind of going down like this not so straight path, I guess you could say.
It's a little bendy, in a good way, though.
Yes, because the events actually, which were bad, actually lead me to where they think I should be a shaman. So
Yeah. I mean, you have an. I mean, it sucks the bad part, but what an awesome story. It's like you are definitely, you're blessed.
yeah, I was like, it's
It-
going to be interesting.
it's going to be great. It's going to be so great.
What about you, Opal?
How did you get into your path?
Okay. I was wandering around the library and I found the occult section and it piqued my interest. And I was like, And I took some books home and I fell in love. And also my stepdad threw him away. So
Well, that's not nice.
No, it's not. But at least you got started in that path. Yeah, that's
yeah. And that was like what, 17, 16, something like that. My mom is near me, so I
oh,
forget how old I was, but
interesting.
I was still in high school. That's all I know.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting.
And then I finally got into it again, like a few years ago, and I stuck with it.
Like I've always had, I grew up with gypsy stuff because I have gypsy on both sides, but the spiritual end of everything, I didn't start till what, 3 years ago?
That's cool. Yeah, the whole gypsy part is very very fascinating because I feel a draw to, I don't know, there's gypsy in my heritage too somewhere. Because there's like a draw to it.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. It really, I feel like a pull to it.
It's an interesting thing to be. It's an interesting thing to grow up with because with my dad, you didn't really so much know that that's what it was because he would talk about the stuff like tarot cards and pendulums and stuff. If he found them in the house, you had to throw them away.
Really?
So that's why my mother taught us early how to use playing cards because my father wouldn't catch on to the playing cards.
Yeah.
We had tarot cards, Ouija boards. Out the house they went because my father didn't like it. But my father actually, he didn't like it, but he actually carried on a lot of the traditions. He actually lived by a lot of the stuff.
He just didn't know what he was.
He knew what it was.
Oh, okay.
He didn't like it because he would tell you that his aunt was a gypsy and that she would read cards for people. And he said he didn't like it because my father got kicked out when he was 11. His parents kicked him out of the house, him and his brother.
Oh, wow.
So they bounced around from family member to family member. He ended up with one of his aunts who used to read cards. I mean, I know most people call them fortune tellers, but.
Well, that's the gypsy root of it, isn't it? Like, didn't they refer to some of the gypsies as fortune tellers?
Yeah, it was a scam they did actually. A lot of people like they frown. A lot of people frown on the word gypsy, but there's not really any other way to go with it.
Yeah.
They didn't like to be called gypsies only because in Germany, when Hitler was around, if you were found out to be a gypsy, they would take your kids away from you, put them with what they considered a normal family. And then I believe, if I'm correct, or it's the other way around, that the husband was drowned and the wife was hung. Or it's the other way around, but one or the other. So they stopped saying they were, and they kind of like hid it. Like if you came into my house growing up, you'd never know we had it in our house.
Yeah.
But we did. We'd crack those playing cards out and read playing cards all the time. That's how my mother found out I was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
She did the playing cards, and she was like, her first card that came out, it said, baby on the way. And she was like, well, that means it's one of my daughters. She said, because it's the first card out. She said, and she thought it was my older sister when it was actually me, and I hadn't told anybody. Like, I wasn't even in the house. I was working when they did it.
That was busted.
Yeah, because they're all talking, and they're like, oh, Martha's pregnant. It's got to be Martha. Who else would it be? It's got to be Martha. And I'm like, nope. I didn't tell anybody I was pregnant with Cody till I was like 3 months pregnant.
Wow. That's cool.
Yep.
So Caroline says, Dave, Italians have a lot of gypsy divination in the past. My family too. Yeah. I heard that too. Never realized it because this, Catholicism kind of, ran through the place when, because, that's, Rome is where, the Pope lives kind of. But yeah, I mean, there's even from the Roman days when they believed in the Roman gods, there's a lot of lineage there. I didn't ever realize it, but yeah, I mean, it's probably why I feel kind of pulled to some aspects of the gypsy, lifestyle. Says I started out with only reading playing cards for 40 years. Still read with them. Was taught by grandmother, then read tarot. Interesting. So that was almost passed from the family. That's epic.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's how I did it. Yep.
Good night, Sonia. Thanks for stopping by.
Night, Sonia.
Mwah. We love you. That's very interesting. Wow. So what about you? How do you feel? Like, how do you feel towards, or like kind of how gypsy? What are you? Your phone's doing something weird over there.
Oh.
Babbly boop bop. Oops.
My God, I just recorded everything they just said. Wait, what do you what?
Like, how do you feel about gypsies and gypsyism and the whole gypsy way of life?
It's cool.
You don't even know.
Well, I mean, I don't really practice it, but I think it's awesome.
Okay, cool. How about you, Opal? What are your thoughts on gypsy?
I don't really know.
I mean, it's fair enough because a lot of people don't really give it much thought. I actually hadn't given it much thought until recently, but I've always had this feeling in me, like I love practicing alone. I've always loved divination, but I took it more from like the wizardry aspect of it.
Cool.
What's that?
I'm sorry, hold on. I think that's really cool, Denise. She said, "I believe my divination
I love
come from Cuban side." So then, Denise, I think you want to start looking into a bit of Santeria because Santeria is Cuban, and their divination is Obi, which is coconut. So literally, how it works is they take a coconut shell, break it into 4 pieces, and then depending on which side the coconut falls, they read with the 4 pieces of coconut, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
And it's like simple yes no answers, but it's like they literally do it to determine like if an Orisha will work with you, if they won't, the reasons why, like, oh, is it because I need an offering for them in order for them to work with me? It'll answer yes or no, or other stuff like that. Like, oh, is someone crossing me? Yes or no? Do I use a spiritual bath to break the curse? Stuff like that.
The witch of the Dismal Swamp. I love that name. I can't read it though. I love gypsies. Yeah, I do. I love even the shady part of it. I guess not the shady part, but like the.
Well, they had a lot of shady pots.
Yeah, you know what I'm getting at. But I'm fascinated about it.
Do you know the crystal ball?
Yeah.
That people say that they use for divination is not what they used it for. They used it for when people came in to get their cards read to distract them so then they could read their body language because gypsies can read people very well. Gypsies can tell a fake person from the word go. The minute you meet them, a gypsy can tell the difference. They can tell by the way you talk, by the way you move, they can tell somebody. Wow. So they use that ball to distract them because they would stare at the ball. So they used it to distract them because they used to call it, they would do some real readings, but a lot of times they did what they call a dead reading, which meant that they weren't getting anything from the cards. So they kind of like faked it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They did what they call, if you ever hear of a side hustle, that comes from gypsies. It's a gypsy side hustle.
Oh, yeah.
It's a con. It's what it is.
It's still fun. It's still fascinating. So I gotta. So Caroline says I read reversals with my playing cards too. How? Because aren't playing cards if you turn them upside down the same thing? See, I don't read with playing cards, so I don't know. But I always thought if you flip the playing cards upside down, there was no upside down.
I think it depends on what kind of playing cards you have.
Okay. Interesting.
Like I believe the ones I have, my go-to crap deck. This is like I think mine you can't read reversal.
That's your side hustle deck.
This is my side hustle deck. Yeah, you see you can't read reversal.
Yeah, because they're both the same.
Yeah, you can't read reversal.
All right.
My mother had always taught me when you do tarot cards, you can't do them and not read reversals because you're altering the reading then. You're not reading it to its true reading.
Yeah, see, because I read more intuitively and I read the images almost like hieroglyphics, I don't read reversals. So I don't study the meanings of the cards and read it like that. I look at all the cards as a picture and just say those first things that are coming to my mind. And I'll be honest, there are some times where it's really tough, but a lot of times it's like, I see a particular picture, like, let me see. What's a good example? The Hermit, right? It shows a guy in a library thinking and, by himself. That's withdrawing to solve a problem. Even if it's upside down, it's going to mean the same thing to me because I'm reading them.
Right. But my mother always used to say, too, everybody automatically assumes reversal is negative.
True.
Right side up is positive, and she said upside down is negative. And she said it's all in how you perceive the cards.
Yes.
Like my mother actually did a card reading for somebody, and she had told the woman, I see the letter E. And she said, and the phone, she said, but I don't know what the two things mean. She said, you're going to have something that involves the letter E and you're going to get a phone call. The woman called my mother a couple days later and said when she went home, she got a phone call that her husband had been electrocuted at work and died.
Oh.
My mother didn't read cards for a long time after that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've honestly had some creepy readings like that. It won't nothing where people died, but really readings, because I did a reading for a friend who she traveled up from, I forgot where it was. I think it might have been Florida, some southern state. And she was in a really bad relationship, but she was one of those people that you couldn't tell that, he's abusing you. She had the blinders on. So my friend says, do a reading for this lady. And I read it out. And then the card said, and I did the full Celtic spread. And basically the card said, keep going in this path. And, you're gonna end. You're gonna not be there.
Yep.
You're on a dangerous path. And then there was a lot of change. You need to change. Like an Ace of Swords or an Ace of Cups, something like that. Like a change is needed. And I had that in there, and the outcome would be good. Well, she went back home and, she kind of woke up because, her boyfriend was abused, like physically abusing her. And she got to the point where she had enough and moved out. And she was doing great because she was a smart woman. She was the one working. He didn't work. It was one of those situations. And she got out of it doing great. So the thing is, all of that happened like, within the month after I'd done that reading. And she, the next time I saw her, I was like, yeah, oh, you won't believe what happened. This. It's like a complete picture, a complete roadmap of what the cards were. So eerily, right dead on the money. It was like, wow. And it was a very vivid reading, too.
Yep. My father always taught us that what falls to the floor comes to the door. So if you have a card that falls on the floor, you need to read it and pay attention to it because it's coming to your door.
Mm-hmm. I believe that too. I tend to, and honestly, that aspect really scares me, believe it or not. And I'm just really careful when I shuffle. But yeah, sometimes I've had it when they pop out. I believe not even fall to the floor. If it pops out and goes on the table while you're shuffling, it's popping out.
It must be red.
It needs to be red. And it's one of the focal cards.
It's a jumper.
It's a jumper. I've seen it out there. It's a jumper. I haven't had it.
They're telling you to read them. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Because I believe the cards have a mind of their own. Opal, do you read cards?
Yeah.
You read, light seers. I have that. Nice. Oh, I hear myself echoing back. Okay, well, let me see.
Night, Kendra.
I always read reversals even in tarot. Reading some cards become positive reversals. Most of the swords, the Devil, Tower, and many more. It changes the reading. Interesting. Is Kendra glad? Oh, bye, bus buddy. I love you, honey. Bye.
Bye.
Have a great night. Stay safe. Let me see. Sparks. I pulled a death card right before a couple of family friends have passed. It happens 3 times.
3 times. That 3 times thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. That 3 times. Oh my God, you creep.
Everything happens in 3s. Yep.
You creeped me right
I
out.
believe that big time.
Believe that big time. And it's happened. Like all of the deaths that I've been exposed to in 3s. I'm at 9 dead people right now. So I'm scared of the next one because 2 more are following.
But you should be good though, because if you've had 9, that's 3 sets of 3.
Yeah.
You could be dumb.
So things have been good. Good. I'm glad.
Let me tell you, you won't come across any people that are more superstitious than gypsies, because holy crap.
Oh yeah, well, absolutely. And that's the thing, though. My father and my mother, my mother was half Italian, half Irish, and oh my God, was she superstitious? Oh, she was superstitious. She to the point where if she spilled the salt, she had to flick it over her shoulder.
Yep.
Garlic in the window, all kinds of crazy.
You don't leave a cupboard door open in my house. And God, my mother would freak out, but you never rock an empty rocking chair. Ever.
Oh my
Like
God.
she would flip her shit if you rocked an empty rocking chair. She's like, don't you dare. That brings death.
I got my ass whooped for that because we had a rocking chair and I didn't know. I was a kid and I kept rocking it. My mother was like, stop rocking that chair. And I kept rocking it to tease her.
Oh, no.
Later I knew it was a superstition because you rock that empty chair, it's death. A whisper says, yes, 3s are way important to me. Hence mine. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of 3.
I do a lot. Oh my God, 3s mean everything to me. Like I do everything in 3s. It's
The Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, pagan things times 3 times 3 times 3. A lot of my spells, the triquetra. Yeah, there's a lot of 3.
Power of 3 will set you free.
Someone watches too much TV.
No, wait. The power of 3 will set you free. Oh my God.
Yeah, Mother made it in Chrome. Yep.
Let's see. David, my neighbor across the street was taken to the hospital with coronavirus here in New York. He died. And
oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Agent, sorry. Yeah, that's scary. So I'll tell you, I'm not afraid to say it. Like, and I'm fat. But for the most part, I'm pretty healthy. But I do have borderline diabetes, and borderline or pre-hypertension. And I'm scared to death of catching this virus because I told you here. And now I'll tell you, we've been, Rhode Island's been hit pretty hard. We're kind of going up the curve. Not as bad as Massachusetts, but whenever you watch them, they're talking about, these people died pre-existing conditions. Now, what they're now saying is that, most of them are in nursing homes. Nonetheless, I worry. I'm almost a little bit scared of that. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Jeff's aunt just passed away last Saturday from it.
Now, did she have any underlying conditions or?
Oh yeah, she did. She had health issues. She was 90. She was in one of the nursing homes.
She was in a nurse.
She was the one in East Providence.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a scary thing.
Yeah.
That's why, it's like I have 6 cases of paper towels, 6 cases of toilet paper, and 50 N95 masks. I'm ready. It's apocalypse going on over here.
Next step, hazmat suit.
Yep, we're looking at them. They have hazmat suits on Amazon.
Chirp, chirp.
Chirp, chirp.
one wants a hazmat suit. Oh my God, we've been on.
More for us.
We've been on for an hour and 34 minutes, and I'm drunk and high, hunk and dry. So,
Right.
yeah, hunk and dry, or drunk and high.
Good dog.
Oh,
Yeah, dog.
my stepmom works at a
You
nursing
can hear them, but you don't know where they are, huh?
Oh my God, yeah, that's awful. It is so sad. The nursing homes are getting ravaged here. Like, it's sad.
Yeah.
It really makes me sad. Especially.
Well, actually, Jeff said he read that Washington's actually concerned about us because we're stuck in between two hot spots.
Yeah.
Like, well, I feel better now.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus.
Well, the thing is, yeah, like New York has 230,000 cases and over 10,000 deaths. Yeah, and Massachusetts is climbing. The thing is, we are testing more people per capita than any other state. Rhode Island is the top. Of course, a big part of that is because of CVS. They did open up that huge place in at the casino, but that's going to make the numbers pop up. But it is. We're going to start seeing, and I'll tell you, I watch every day. I watch the governor do her speak, and I respect her because she ain't sugarcoating it. She's saying, these numbers are going to go up. It's going to look like shit. It's going to look awful. That's just what it is. The social distancing will help, and just keep social distancing. But I saw that. It wasn't Dr. Fucci. It was the woman doctor who was talking about it. And they're worried that, we're going to be the next hotspot after New York and Massachusetts.
Yeah, because we got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
We're sandwiched.
Yep. I'll tell you, they're blocking people from coming in at the border. But the thing is, I mean, we got to there's a way of getting in the damn state. Just get off the highway and side road it. But
yeah,
I mean, it's so scary. And I'll tell you, I went to Stop and Shop the other day, and I was pissed because I'll tell you, we go on. I've sewed up a couple of masks. They look crude, but they work. And Lucian and I, we put them on, and we're in Stop and Shop, and it was pretty empty, which was good. They had the tape on the floor and all that stuff. Like half the people would just nothing. We don't care. I'm like, come on. It's kind of take it a little bit serious. Maybe it's just me. I'm not paranoid.
I agree. They need to. You know what? If we're smart, it won't be as bad. But
yeah,
we're smart.
Yeah, I wanted to get over because, I don't want it to go. I mean, first of all, I don't want to get it. I'd rather wait until there's a vaccine. But
I seen that Whispers of 3. Her state was
I was already
closed, and then they're now reopening.
Yeah. Yeah. He's what state is that? Oh, South Carolina. Yeah. What they're going to be? Well, Charlotte will be the next hotspot. It's going to go like gangbusters. Yep. But yeah, I mean, the thing is for me, it's like I don't want to get it, but I want to enjoy summer. Let's hunker down and deal with this bullshit now, because when June gets here, I want it over with. I want to be camping, hiking, kayak, all that stuff. Why prolong?
I'm done with this. This is getting to me. I said to him, I don't know if it's like the gypsy in me that I'm okay with being home when I know it's my choice. Being forced to be in one spot, it's getting to me.
Yeah, I'm not a homebody. Lucian will tell you. I mean, I like to go out and do things, walk around the mall, just do things. Yeah. Here's a question. Opal, are you worried about corona since your mother is a nurse? I have a sister.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, are you worried? I'm worried. I'm not even all that close to my sister. Like, we don't talk a lot, but I'm worried to death. She works in, the ICU.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'm definitely, definitely worried about Opal's mama. Absolutely, and all of these frontline people, it's very scary. Now, in Michigan, are you guys having an issue with PPE?
Are we? I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister says she's wearing the same mask all day.
Uh,
Shitty
That's
mask.
sad.
on those two.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. It's tough. Oh, yeah. Little Dandelion says, I want to go to the beach this summer. Yeah,
Yeah.
right? I don't want to be stuck in this house. What is this here? There are 2 meds that work but need to be given out to patients early. Our Governor Cuomo, we can't get meds unless we go to the hospital, but that's too late. In New York, in NY, and that, I haven't heard that. I mean, they're talking about the chloroquine, which there's mixed reviews on it. I've seen 2 cases where it worked wonders and brought people back from like near death. And then I heard of a couple other cases where taking it, they ended up with heart problems and dying. So, but, I mean, yeah, they got to find something that'll definitely deal with this nonsense. Anyways, we're about an hour and 40 minutes. I think we should wrap it up. Does anyone in the chat have any questions? Ask now, all caps. That way I see them. And then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, they are now saying that the ventilators are not what's needed. In many cases, it's worse. Yeah, there's a lot of craziness. Absolutely. All right. Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up. Opal in October. Stay on. Don't exit. Because we'll end. I just want to talk a little quickly after the live. But anyways, thank you, Opal and October and Jeff, for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for you guys hopping in here and watching us and hanging out with us today. It's always good to see everybody, and the more the merrier. And don't forget, check out our Facebook group.
I also have a Facebook group too.
Yeah, do we have first? Gotta find it. But if you have any suggestions of things we should do, hold on a minute. On the lives, put that, post it in there. And now we also have Opal has her Facebook group. It's called Opal. Look it up there. A lot of cool stuff there. And we have Instagram. This is Lucian's Instagram down there. Gentlemen, I have an Instagram.
I also have one of those too.
I haven't posted anything recently, but that's my Instagram. And yeah, thanks guys for joining.
Yeah.
And
Good night, everybody. Stay safe.
everybody definitely stay safe, stay home.
Hey.
Have a great weekend. Bye now. Lucian, you want to say bye? Bye.